Hey guys, how are you today? Today's episode is marine surveys and why are they such a good thing and people think they're such a pain in the ass. A marine survey is like a safety on a car, okay? It basically protects the buyer. And if this boat would have had a marine survey before this young lad bought this thing, he wouldn't be going through what he's going through now. Guys, if you're buying a boat, get a marine survey done. It protects you. Yeah, it costs maybe $300-400, but it's worth it. Any boat that I take in on trade here, before I'll take it on trade, I want a marine survey done because I am not about to sell somebody a piece of shit that is unsafe. So anyways, let's just get started with this boat and I'll tell you exactly what happened. Somebody replaced the floor in this thing. And if you look, it's where the bar is sitting there. It's split. Right back to this point here, right up past that spray foam. You see that stuff right there, that high expansion foam? Somebody's put the floor in it and then Rhino lined it in, okay? But somebody put expansion foam there, where that bar is, there, and back here, okay? And what that high expansion foam was doing was holding up the floor. Because if you look right there, there should be stringers, and you can see the line where they used to be, but they're not now. There was absolutely no structural integrity in this boat whatsoever, and that's why she split. I just had Dan come up, a friend of mine who is a marine surveyor, and he just did a moisture content on the hull in this boat. This boat is full of osmosis, and when I talk about osmosis, what I mean is it's pinholes in the gel coat. A lot of people think that fiberglass is water resistant. Well, I'm telling you straight right now, guys, it's not. It absorbs water like a sponge. The gel coat is there to protect the fiberglass from taking on water and puts a barrier coat between the fiberglass and the outside water. And without it, you got a major issue. And you can always tell if your boat has osmosis because when you're buying a boat, the first thing you want to look for is on the sides here, okay? Right down here on the sides. You're going to look for bubbles, almost like rust that's pushed the gel coat out. And what that is, it's water that has intruded into the fiberglass through a pinhole on the gel coat. And basically, the water stays there over the winter, and what happens is it freezes and it pushes it out, which gives you that bubble. If you see that on a boat, I would suggest stay away from it, because a marine surveyor is going to nail that right off the bat. There's bad cases, and then there's this case. Like I said, this boat here is a 1984 Oliver. It's got a QA 125 oval pen in it with a 270 outdrive. Okay? Great for going fishing, very reliable. Sometimes these motors are good, other ones are a nightmare. But right now, I've got to make a phone call because really, to be honest with you, with the amount of moisture that is in this boat and the moisture that's in this hull right now is at 89%. That is extremely, extremely high. This boat is not worth fixing. I'm going to help this kid out. I got some other stuff here that I think I could throw together for him because he's going to have thousands of dollars tied up in this thing, and the only way to fix this thing correctly is tear the top deck off of it. You pull the gunnel rail rubber out, and then there's rivets. You drill every rivet and then separate the hull from the top deck. And that allows me to get to the access completely to the front because there's a gas tank up in there. And the only way to fix this thing correctly, because it's going to need new stringers, it's going to need new engine mounts, it's going to need everything, because everything, as you can see, is rotten, rotten, rotten. So there you go, guys. Just for a quick note, if you guys are out there, you're thinking about buying a boat and a used one, great, no problem, but protect yourself. Get yourself a marine survey. It's there to protect you. Spend the money, because it's better to know now than it is to know when you're sinking in the middle of the lake. And Tyler was extremely lucky, because his dad was telling me they were bailing it as fast as it was coming in. And with a split like that in the bottom, I guess so. It would have been coming in thousands of gallons per second, because he said it was 6 inches above the floor, and it was just touching the harmonic balancer where the belts were flipping it all over the place. And life jackets were floating. It's not funny, but it's unfortunate, and it's a learning experience. So I'm going to stop rambling on here, guys, but be aware, you're buying a used boat, get a marine survey done. And the key things to look for when you're buying a used boat is osmosis on the hull. Those little pinholes I'm telling you about, that it pushes the gel coat out outside on the bottom of the boat. You see a boat like that, stay away, because it's going to cost you thousands of dollars on repairs. Because once moisture gets into the fiberglass, it never goes away, it just spreads. So, marine survey, guys. You're buying a boat, get it done. It's going to save you in the long run, and it's going to protect you. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again. Cheers.